Üdvözöllek 3 részes angol nyelvtan írtó videósorozatunk második videójában, ahol az ing és a to közötti döntést próbáljuk meg neked megkönnyíteni. Az ing and or infinitive lesz a videó témája, ez is nagyon-nagyon sok szavazatot kapott. Úgyhogy már is átadom, mint az előző videó kapcsán jobban a Ágnes kollégámnak a szót, de előtte szeretném felhívni a figyelmedet még egy módszertani különbségre, ami ebben a videóban feltűnhet neked. Ez pedig nem más, mint a példamondatok fontossága. És a mi véleményünk, vagy a mi módszertanunk szerint, amit a nyelviskoláinkban, illetve az online tananyagainkban mindig átadunk a diákjainknak, nagyon fontos, hogy minél több olyan példamondatot ismerj meg és nézd át, amiben olyan példákat találsz, amit tényleg fogsz használni, amit tényleg elmondasz. Mert az egy dolog, hogy néhány mondaton keresztül felismered és megtanulod a szabályt, de nagyon sok diákunk szokta azt visszajelezni nekünk, hogy oké, értem a szabályt, de magamtól nem tudom reprodukálni. És a rengeteg példamondatnak a hallgatása, nézése, felismerése, az pontosan ezt fogja tenni az agyaddal, hogy egy idő után elkezdesz behelyettesíteni. Tehát nem azt mondani, jó, egy nagyon bagatell, nagyon egyszerű példát fog most mondani, nem azt fogom mondani, hogy I like swimming, hanem azt fogom mondani, hogy I like baking cookies, vagy I like kissing, vagy I like dancing in the rain. De azt meg fogod érzni, hogy a like után ing jön. Úgyhogy a nyelvtanfejlesztő és nyelvtanoktató módszerünk szerves részét képezik a jó példamondatok, tehát nem az olyanok, amik ilyen teljesen elmondtak, bár néhány igeidő ezt egyébként megköveteli, de itt nem arról van szó, úgyhogy ez a második tippünk arra, hogy érdemes nyelvtant tanulni, azt, hogy minél több példamondatot és minél több hasznos és saját életedre is vonatkoztatható példamondatot használj és nézz át. És most pedig készüljön, vagy kezdődjön a tanulás, úgyhogy át is adom a szót Ágnesnek.
First, please look at the sentences and match them with the uses of the full infinitive. The full infinitive is to plus the verb. The teacher or a moderator encourages the language learner to analyze what and how he or she wants to learn. Virtual classrooms usually use a type of chat room to practice oral communication. It's interesting to learn a language through email. I don't know how to download a worksheet. Have you got enough money to buy this laptop? These are the example sentences, and here you can see the uses of the full infinitive. The full infinitive, to plus base form, is used A, to express purpose, B, after certain verbs like want, would like, hope, decide, and learn, C, after to and enough, D, after it plus B plus adjective, and E, after question words like who, what, how, and so on. So let's take a look at the first sentence. The teacher or a moderator encourages the language learner to analyze what and how he or she wants to learn. Which use of the full infinitive is it? To express purpose? After certain verbs? No. After to and enough? No. After it be? No. After question word? No question words. So we have only one left, and it's after certain verbs like want, would like, hope, decide, and learn. All right, let's move on to the second one. Virtual classrooms usually use a type of chat room to practice oral communication. Why? To practice. And which one answers the question why? To express purpose. Exactly. It's interesting to learn a language through email. It's interesting to learn. So, which use is it? Of course, it's D. After it plus B plus adjective, it's interesting too. Please learn it like that. It's interesting to do something. Number 4, I don't know how to download that worksheet. It's easy, isn't it? How to download? It's of course the use E after question words who, what, how, and so on. And the last one, have you got enough money to buy this laptop? Enough? Yes. It's the use E, it's not E, but it's the use C after to and enough. Look at the sentences and match them with the uses of the ing form. First, let's read the sentences together. What about installing a multimedia program? Tandem email exchanges provide a very fast, immediate way of communicating. Learning is generally more individual and self-directed. Emma is considering attending a virtual classroom. Here are the sentences again, and at the bottom you can see the uses of the ing form. The ing form is used as a subject, after certain verbs like enjoy, finish, avoid, imagine, after certain expressions like how about, it's no use, it's worth, and so on, after prepositions like for, of, in, and so on. So first, let's take a look at the first sentence. What about installing a multimedia program? Which use is it? Of course, it's after certain expressions. After what about, you need to use the ing form. What about installing? Please learn it like that. What about going? What about coming? What about seeing? What about eating? All right? Tandem email exchanges provide a very fast, immediate way of communicating. Here, is it a subject, after certain expressions, or after prepositions? Of course, after prepositions of communicating. This is why you need to use the ing form. Learning is generally more individual and self-directed. At the beginning of the sentence is the subject. So the ing form can stand as a subject in the sentence in the beginning. Learning is generally more individual and self-directed. And number 4, Emma is considering attending a virtual classroom. Emma is considering attending. Here, of course, after certain verbs like consider, you need to use the ing form. Right! Now, I would like to ask you to look at the sentences and decide what each of them means. Choose A or B. So the first sentence is, you must remember to you must remember to turn off the computer before you leave, or you mustn't forget to turn off the computer before you leave. They mean the same. And number 2, I will always remember flying over the jungle, or I will never forget flying over the jungle. So number 1, there are 2 options. You don't need to choose between them because both of them are correct. And in number 1, both sentences with remember or not forget, they mean the same as in number 2. But now, please decide what each of the sentences means. Remember or not forget something that has already happened, or remember not forget something that you are supposed to do. So, you must remember to turn off the computer before you leave. Which use is it, A or B? Of course it's B. Remember or not forget something that you are supposed to do. You are supposed to turn off the computer, right? And in the second one, I will always remember flying over the jungle. In this case, remember or not forget something that has already happened. It's a memory, right? Okay. The full infinitive is used to express purpose. I went to the grocery store to buy some milk and cheese. Why did you go there? To buy some milk and cheese. The full infinitive is also used after it plus be plus adjective. It's nice too. It was stupid too. It's difficult to understand her. The full infinitive is used after certain adjectives. Afraid, surprised, free, happy, ready, sorry, and so on. I was sorry to hear that your father is ill. The full infinitive is used after to and enough. Mike was too busy to answer the phone. It's warm enough to go to the park. The full infinitive is used after certain verbs. Please study them. Afford, agree, appear, decide to, hope to. You can learn them together. Learn to, manage to, need to, offer to, plan to, promise to, refuse to, seem to, tend to, want to, would like to, and so on. There are some more as well. He was in a difficult situation, so I agreed to lend him some money. The full infinitive is used after the object of certain verbs. Advise, allow, encourage, invite, order, persuade, teach, tell, and so on. They invited him to stay with them for a few days. So invite and him is the object of the verb, and after that you use the full infinitive. He invited him to stay with them for a few days. The full infinitive is used after question words. How, what, when, where. I didn't know what to say. What to do, what to say. They are really typical. The bare infinitive is used after modal verbs. Can, must, may, should, and so on. The bare infinitive is the verb without to. I must talk to him as soon as possible. Here, talk is the bare infinitive. The bare infinitive is used after the verbs let and make in the active voice. These are typical mistakes. Don't put to after let and make in the active voice. Her parents wouldn't let her go out alone. Hot weather makes me feel tired. The bare infinitive is used after would rather and had better. I'd rather cook dinner now. You'd better keep this in secret. The ing form is used as a noun, subject or object of a verb. Eating healthily is a good way of losing weight. Here, eating is the subject of the word. After the verb go, indicating physical activities. I never go skiing in the winter. Go skiing. The ing form is used after certain verbs. Avoid, enjoy, finish, like, love, hate, imagine, keep, risk, spend time, suggest, consider, and so on. There are many, many more. He tried to avoid answering my question. Avoid answering. So after the verbs in this list, you need to use the other verb in the ing form. Avoid answering. The ing form is used after certain expressions. Now, these are the ones you need to learn by heart. Be interested in, can't stand, don't mind. How about, it's no use, it's no good, it's worth, there's no point in, be used to, and so on. If you don't know what these expressions mean, don't worry. First, take a look at video 3. Maybe you get to understand their meaning. But if you want to, you can use a dictionary, preferably a bilingual, a monolingual dictionary like Cambridge, Oxford, Macmillan dictionaries, so that you can read about their meaning in English. So the example is, there's no point in having a car if you never use it. So after the expression there's no point in, you need to use the ing form of the verb. The ing form is used after prepositions for, about, without, and so on. I congratulated her on passing the exam. On is the preposition. After that, you need to use the verb in ing form. Verbs followed by full infinitive and ing form. Some verbs, such as start, begin, continue, and intend, can be followed by either the full infinitive or the ing form with no difference in meaning. It started to rain a minute ago. It started raining a minute ago. There's no difference. However, some verbs can be followed by either the full infinitive or the ing form, but with a difference in meaning. This is the case with remember. Remember plus ing form means remember something that has already happened. He can remember being in hospital when he was 4. It's a memory. Remember plus full infinitive means remember something before doing it. Did you remember to pause the letter yesterday? It's the same with forget. Forget plus ing form means forget something that has already happened. I'll never forget seeing her for the first time. And forget plus full infinitive means forget something you are supposed to do. She forgot to phone you before leaving work. As a first practice task, please read the sentences and choose the correct answer. You can choose between two. I want to apologize for I want to apologize for speaking to you in such a rude way. Right? Which one is correct? Of course, speaking. Apologize for speaking, because after prepositions, if you want to use a verb, put it in the ing form. I'd really love to come, or I'd really love coming to your party. So is it to come or coming? Yeah, it's so obvious that it's to come that I couldn't even pronounce the other one. I'd really love to come to your party. To lend money to him was foolish of you. Lending money to him was foolish of you. Which one is correct? Which one do we use in the subject's place? Of course, the ing form. Lending money to him was foolish of you. She left school to become an actress. She left school becoming an actress. Here we give the purpose of the activity, and to give purpose we use the infinitive. She left school to become an actress. Great. We were shocked hearing that Mike had had an accident. We were shocked to hear that Mike had had an accident. Shocked is an adjective, and after certain adjectives we use the infinitive form. We were shocked to hear that Mike had had an accident. I don't remember to meet you before. I don't remember meeting you before. When we talk about a kind of memory, which form do we use? The ing form. Right. I don't remember meeting you before. Yes, let's jump to the second practice task. And here you need to complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Use the full infinitive, the bare infinitive, or the ing form. Hey, do you fancy a film tonight? Fancy is a typical example of the gerund, the ing form. Do you fancy watching a film tonight? Good. Please learn this sentence by heart. Do you fancy watching? Do you fancy going? Do you fancy playing? All right? It's a set phrase. It was nice of you, me flowers. Nice is an adjective, yes. It was nice of you to send me flowers. Peter stopped 10 years ago. Hoo-hoo, that's difficult. Here you need the ing form. Peter stopped smoking 10 years ago. So, if you want to express that you stopped doing something, use the ing form after stop. Stop smoking, stop drinking alcohol, stop going out. You can learn it like this. When you don't do it anymore, you stop doing something. Number 4. The police accused James of the money. Here again, a preposition. What did we say about the preposition? Stealing. The police accused James of stealing the money. I was really surprised him at the party last night. Surprised. Yes, it's an adjective. I was really surprised to see him at the party last night. I don't know if he is a millionaire, but he is believed very rich. Oh, that's a set phrase. He's believed. Oh, we learned about that in the previous weeks when we learned about the passive. He is believed to be very rich. Right. He is said to be. He is believed to be. He is considered to be. Right. That's a set phrase. Number 7. She threatened me my secret. She threatened me to reveal my secret. After threaten, use the full infinitive form. Number 8. I'm not very good at languages. At is a preposition. I'm not very good at learning languages. Right. Number 9. There's nothing you can do about the situation, so it's no use about it. It's no use. Look back, look it up. Where did you learn about that? Then we were talking about the ing form. It's no use worrying about it. Learn it like this. It's no use worrying about it. And then you will know that after it's no use, it's no good, you need to use the ing form. He can't remember into the river when he was a child. Wow! So is it about a memory or something that you are supposed to do? It's about a memory, so falling. He can't remember falling into the river when he was a child.